Guys, I had something that's been puzzling me ever since I was a kid. Well, today, we got speed cubist Ron Harris to finally help me solve it. All right, so we were both born in the same era, growing up in the 80s when this thing was king, going downstairs one Christmas and seeing this little square wrap package, begging my parents to let me open up something before anybody else got down there. And there it was. Luckily it wasn't a Hellraiser cube, but you know, we'd be having a whole different conversation. So I got you here today because I want to know, after 30 years, how this thing actually works.
You never figured it out after all that time.
No, I'm a little slow, even with YouTube out there. And you're welcome to take a stab at this one to see if it even works. But I mean, like, what got you back into speed cubing? Because I mean, that's a.
I mean, I kind of just wanted to relearn it in general. I mean, I used to do it. I bought one when these were introduced to the U.S. market. You know, late 70s or right around the early 80s, I think, is when it came out in the U.S. And like everyone, I mean, I had one. Everybody picked up one. You know, the Rubik's Cube is the biggest selling toy ever. Not just puzzle, but toy ever. So when I say everybody had one, literally, you know, everybody had one of these. And I had one, and I knew how to solve it.
We solved ours. We solved ours with a screwdriver. Or you would take the stickers off of it.
Well, we can do it without all that. We don't have to destroy a precious cube. But I know people got a little frustrated and they like look for other solutions. But
I didn't have any patience.
But it's better to learn a system, if you will. It's something that lends itself to a system. It's very gridsy. Everything's in a row, and when it's complete, this will all look one certain way on each side. So it's ripe for having a system developed around it. Before I show you how to do this, which is really ostensibly why you're here.
You're making me scared to want to know how to use it.
Well, let's see. No, we're gonna.
Okay. I'm gonna solve it once, and you'll never leave my shelf ever again.
No, but once you get one of these regular cubes, then you won't. You'll put this one back in the closet, and you won't use it anymore. Here, let me just knock this out, because then I want to show you something that you'll be like, oh, I'm kind of, you know, this is cool. I'm getting it.
I mean, we can tell the crew to take a coffee break if you want.
No. We're gonna do it here. We're almost there. Boom.
Oh, look at the time.
It's just hard to spin. Go, man. Look at it. I'm doing it. Also, which one of these is orange and red? Like, you can barely tell.
If you're colorblind, you would.
I do not even know. I can barely do this because the orange and the red are almost the same color. I don't even know what's what. But here, let me show you something like a regular cube.
Right.
Has a color scheme. And so here's some basics about the cube. The center cube, the center piece, doesn't move.
Right.
So the white here is always going to be opposite yellow.
Okay.
The color scheme that is made up here is called minus yellow. On a regular Rubik's Cube, the two opposite colors are only separated by the shade of yellow. Same with blue and green. All they are is one shade of yellow away from each other. The fortunate thing about learning how to do a 3x3, the most popular Rubik's Cube, is that there's lots of systems you can use.
Right.
You can use an intuitive system where you don't use a system and you just
tinker with it forever. That's starting with these things.
That's the hardest way ever.
This is 30 years, I'm still...
I haven't solved that one yet. It's so hard to turn. But it is a collector's item. But there's a beginner's method. There's a method called CFOP. There's a method called RU. Those are the most popular ones. And then there are other methods, but those are the main ways that these things get solved. And once you're fast and once you understand what you're doing, even the beginner's method I can average under a minute with, and most speed cubers can. It's just that you're not really unraveling any of the mysteries by using the beginner's method as much. So what I'm going to teach you ultimately here is the CFOP method, which is the most common method.
I'll never remember that.
I know you won't, and that's why all of this is on the internet.
Is there a test after this?
I will write down some notes.
Oh yeah,
for
the
you.
test is to solve this thing, right?
So let's start with making a white cross first.
So we're trying to get white on each of these 4.
Most nomenclature calls them edge piece. We got edge pieces, corner pieces, and center pieces.
Okay.
So we want the white center, and we want all white edge pieces, but they have to be corresponding to whatever the edge is next to them. So that's our goal. And now flip your blue one up, and now flip twice again to make all the colors line up. And now you're done with your cross. Like, that's the method.
cube solve for me.
You start rumbling around.
We're right here.
But we're doing good. Like, we got a white cross.
Okay.
And now pick a slot and decide to solve that slot.
Okay. Now,
Make your cross whole again. So you got to spin this down one. And now your cross is there, right? And you've made your pair. You've created your pair. You just need to back it in down here. This is when we're going to do what's called the sexy move.
okay.
Which a sexy move is up, over, down, back, up, over, down, back. That's it. You can just
Sounds like a bad date.
up, over, down, back. Or instructions for a good date. I don't know. It's one of the two.
It's so long, I don't remember what a date's like, so it's all good.
Now put your thumb on the bottom of the left side. Don't lose your orientation. Now we're kind of going to do the same thing again. It looks like we're even messing things up worse,
Right.
but it's brief. We're going to solve it. So up with the left, and now double flick. And then down with the left. And continue the same path. One more flick to the right. And now bring the car parking space up. Back it in. Oops. Yeah. And then bring it down. So now,
I did something wrong.
you ended up kind of where you just started. Wait, let me see something here. All right, we're gonna do you again. I got you back to square one.
Cut. We'll start that one again.
Well, no, there's something happened there. I'd love to see how you did that. That could come in handy.
I think I flicked when I should have been turning or
You
something.
flicked when you should have flicked. Up, double flick, down, back the car a little closer, bring the car spot up, back the car in. What's left, Cory? What's left? There it is.
Wow.
Yeah,
And I kicked the bottom of it.
It's a lot of steps, but
I see there's
a lot of the things I've been saying melts away
Right.
after you solve it about like 10 times in a row
Right.
in the evening. When you learn the beginner's method, you really see the change happening.
Right.
The advanced method, you don't see it until the cube's solved. It's
Right.
like some stuff you
Because it seems like
memorize.
you keep messing it up, but you're not. You're just moving things around.
You're just moving things around and setting yourself closer to success.
I just want to see, just in action.
Yeah, it worked. Not bad.
Hey, you done with that thing yet?
Just a couple of moves left here.
I need to walk away with something from here.
Bam, there you go.
Finally, after 30 years, this thing is looks like a piece of magic. Although I don't remember anything from what we learned today, but hopefully. But next time, you got to learn how to solve the Rubik's bear.
Sweet.
Anyway, thanks again.
You're welcome.
And you guys at home, make sure you like and subscribe. Ring that bell for the notifications. And if you can beat his time, let us know in the comments. Otherwise, just follow me in that natural.